Welcome to Father and Son Movie Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing The Outsiders.
The Outsiders, a star-studded film from the 1980s based on a novel. So, before we get started...
Spoilers alert, if you have not watched the movie, ask your parents if you could go watch it, then come back to this video.
Alright, so, let's get started. So, tell everybody what The Outsiders is about.
The Outsiders is about this gang of these high schoolish kids.
Okay, what was the name of the gang?
I was trying to... Greasers?
Greasers, yeah. And then what was the other gang name?
Sociers.
The Socias, yeah. The Greasers and the Socias. So what was going on with the Greasers and the Socias?
They were battling for supremacy, and at one point, they were trying to drown Ponyboy.
Well, okay, let's slow down.
Yeah.
So who are some of the main characters?
Johnny, Ponyboy. I wouldn't say 2-bit.
He was a fairly important character.
Yeah, so we'll count him.
Okay. And what was going on with Johnny and Ponyboy?
So, at one point, they were in their territory.
Who's they?
Johnny and Ponyboy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Socias attacked them, and a few of the Socias were trying to drown Ponyboy.
Mm-hmm.
But Johnny, he had a what do you say? Switchblade.
Mm-hmm.
In his pocket. He pulled it out and killed one guy who was trying to drown him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they had to get out of there, of course, because they were obviously going to be in a lot of trouble for that, even though Johnny was just protecting Ponyboy. Now, what's Ponyboy's home situation like?
Both of his parents were they in a car that got hit by a train.
Mm-hmm.
And he has 2 other brothers, I think, who are a little bit older than them.
Mm-hmm. So he couldn't go home, or he did go home before. This is why he ran away. And then they got into trouble with the Socias. His brother hit him. His brother Dally hit him. So they who did they go see after Johnny killed Bob? Dallas Winston. Okay. So what did Dallas Winston do?
He told them a place where they could have a hideout.
Mm-hmm. And where was that?
In an abandoned church.
An abandoned church, right. How'd they get there?
By train.
By train, yeah. Okay, so what did they do when they get to the church?
Johnny went out and got some food.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of other supplies.
Mm-hmm. And then what ended up happening at the church after they waited out and let things cool down?
Dallas came to the church.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then what ended up happening at the church after Dallas showed up?
Then Dallas took them home, and he took them to a restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then what happened after the restaurant?
After the restaurant, when they're out eating,
No, but after that. What's the main thing that happened? The big main thing that happened?
That there was a school fire, and Ponyboy and Johnny went to go help.
Help what?
Help get the children out of the building, because there's some children still in the building.
And the building was on fire.
Correct.
Okay, so then what ended up happening at the church fire?
They got out I'm pretty sure they got out all the kids.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Except
what?
Except
who didn't get out?
Ponyboy.
Not,
but I meant Ponyboy. Ponyboy and Johnny.
Johnny didn't get out. The church fell on top of Johnny.
Yeah.
So the 3 of them were rushed to the hospital. Dallas, Ponyboy, and Johnny. Okay, what happened next?
They just took Johnny away. Then Ponyboy got patched up a little bit, I'm pretty sure. And then then they left.
Johnny left?
Only Dallas
What happened to Johnny?
and Ponyboy. Johnny, he was really burnt up, and they took him to a certain area. He had like this thing on that helped him breathe.
So then what ended up happening between the Grecians and the Socias?
They had a rumble.
Okay. And how did that go?
The Grecians won.
Okay. So then what happened after the rumble?
After the rumble, Dallas took Ponyboy to the hospital because he got pretty busted up.
Mm-hmm. But what ended up happening at the hospital?
They went to visit Johnny and he died.
Mm-hmm. And then after that?
After that, Dallas decided to rob a bank. Not bank? No. We can say convenience store.
Okay. And then what ended up after that?
The police killed him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that was the end of the movie. So, you had some questions about the movie?
First of all, I'm pretty sure Dallas, out of nowhere, I'm pretty sure he didn't pay for a car.
He didn't pay for a car? When was this?
How he got the car that he was driving.
Oh, they never said. They never said if he stole it or if he paid for it or if he owned it or not, or he borrowed it. Okay, so what other questions do you have?
First of all, how did Dallas even get in the first place to a barn that was pretty much across country, like a long time away?
You think he time traveled? It was just a bar that was in town. I don't even think that was a bar. I think that was somebody's house. It looked like a bar because they had all the neon signs and everything, but I think that was actually somebody's house because he had a bedroom upstairs. It'd be pretty strange if he lived above a bar, but I think it was just somebody's house and they're having a party.
Yeah, but they also had beer tables and waiters.
Okay.
Like that long, you know how in the bar table they usually have like that long thing?
Yeah,
That's
you can build one of those if you wanted.
Yeah.
Alright, so, what other questions did you have? Any?
Pretty sure that was it.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't have any questions about the movie. Did you? Well, I'll ask you a question. What age is this movie appropriate for?
Probably maybe 10 and up.
10 and up. I mean, this is a PG movie, but it's an 80s PG movie, so it may not be appropriate for everybody.
Yeah, let's see. They had bad words, violence, and what should we count? The after scene of Johnny and Ponyboy after they killed Rob. Should we count that as gore? Gore.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And gore.
Yeah. So I would say maybe like 11 or 12 and up. That's my recommendation. Okay, so let's give it our review. So how many stars do you give this out of 10?
I give it a 5.
You give it a 5. Okay, what didn't you like about it?
It was a very sad movie.
Well, I mean, good movies can be sad, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gave it a 5 because it was sad.
5.
Okay, all right. So I saw this movie when I was in middle school when we read the book. It had been a long time since I've seen it, so seeing it again. I think they kind of hurried through the movie. I don't think they really kind of stopped to really capture the characters or anything like that. I think they really kind of, just sped through the movie just to speed through it. So I'm going to give it a 6. All right, so 5 plus 6?
11.
11 out of 20. All right, well, is there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap up?
Have a Merry Sith Day. And please like and subscribe, share it to your friends, grab your mom's phone, subscribe to the channel and like, grab your friend's phone, subscribe and like.
Grab your enemies' phones, subscribe.
Grab your dog's phones, grab your cat's phones.
All phones.
Grab every phone and computer and every device you can and hit like and subscribe on every single video.